All right. So we're doing the success bombardment activity introduction. Um, we can do step one. Everybody, we're all ready to proceed, right? Okay, good. All right, so we need to read the introduction and then fill out your 5 big or small successes on the worksheet. That's like 15 minutes, and then we can go over it when we're done.
Okay. What's the name of the first worksheet that we fill out?
Success analyst worksheet.
Okay.
So, let's see, what does it say?
This is the only worksheet we have to fill out, right? Is that what you guys got?
I think so. By the looks of it. Okay, so I don't know, do you want me to read the introduction?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
For healthy personal and team development to occur, it is essential for team members to be able to deal effectively with their own positive strengths and successes as well as those of others. Perceived weaknesses and failures are often followed to be so influential that they can dominate a person's self-image. Inputs from one's social environment frequently reinforce the negative. To counter this and to develop a team's positive environment, this exercise is designed to provide opportunity for each team member to describe his or her successes in life, big or small, and to receive positive feedback on how others in their team view these successes. First step, each member is to fill out the entire success analysis worksheet. The purpose of this worksheet is to assist each team member in organizing 5-minute oral presentation that describes the successes he or she personally has experienced or anticipates to experience, and the reasons why they view it as a success. 15 minutes. All right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, girls, let me know when you guys are done.
All right. This is kind of tough.
I know. For our most successful experience, do you guys think we could take something out of like number 1, 2, 3, or should we just?
Yeah,
That's what I want
kind of like. I kind of like related one of mine to the most successful one, because
Okay.
yeah.
I guess I'm done whenever you guys are done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so to give our presentations, we have to get the person whose birthday is closer to today's date. My birthday was just Saturday, so, so I think I'll probably go first. And then, when's your guys' birthdays?
Mine's in May.
Mine's March 26th.
Okay, so you're next. I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, so once every team member is finished filling out their worksheet, then each team member gives his or her 5-minute presentation to their teammates, beginning with the person whose birthday is nearest to today's date. As each member talks, the other team members are to quietly and intently listen for the speaker's strengths, gifts, skills, and abilities. When listeners identify a speaker's strengths, gifts, skills, and abilities, like example, caring, honest, responsible, hardworking, they are to jot these down in order to be recalled, shared with the speaker once his or her presentation is finished. It is essential that participants listen for a speaker's strengths, gifts, skills, abilities, instead of thinking about what they're going to say when it's their turn to present. After the presentation is complete, team member one by one takes turns sharing with the presenter the various strengths, gifts, skills, abilities that he/she has noted. Once every team member has shared with the presenter, then another teammate makes his or her presentation. This success bombardment process continues until every team member has had an opportunity to present and receive responses, feedback from their teammates. Allows about 20 to 25 minutes for this assignment. Okay, let me put my headphones on because I have a lot of stuff going on here. Hey, do you know where my headphones are? Can you turn down the TV then for me? I don't know where they're at. Oh. So my success number 1 is finishing high school and going into college. I didn't finish high school. I dropped out because my dad passed away and I was taking care of him. So I ended up dropping out to take care of him and everything. But finishing high school I got my GED at DMAC. So finishing that and then like moving on to college was a big success for me. I didn't think I was going to do it. And then I ended up having kids, so I really didn't think I was going to do it, but now I'm almost done. So that's one of my success. My success number 2 is getting a job as an administrative supervisor. The money helps around the house. The experience, since I'm going to business administration and radiology tech, it helps me with all that. Success number 3 is making a family. That's what I wanted to do. That's what we're supposed to do, is have kids and have families. So I had 2 babies. They were healthy and all natural. So that was one of my successes. My most successful experience is, all in all, doing good in life. That's where I am today. I'm a busy mom, taking care of the kids and getting the education to provide more for them. One success during the past few weeks is getting all of my homework completed and turned in on time. I take 4 classes online, work full-time, 2 kids, big family, so it just, getting all that in was a huge success for me this past few weeks. One anticipated success in the next few weeks is getting my son through preschool. I want him to learn what he needs to know, and I help him every day with that. I just want him to get through it and go on to kindergarten. I also added in there like schoolwork and work activities. Being a supervisor, I have a lot of stuff on my plate at work that I have to get done, and with school with 4 classes, I have a lot going on too. So that would be my success for the next few weeks.
That was good.
That was in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
but it was good enough.
Yeah, that was good. Good successes.
So we just have to say what qualities we think that you have? Or what was it?
Identify my strengths, the gifts, and skills and abilities. Down in order, and then
In order.
oh yeah, yep. The strengths. Well, like what strengths did I have? What gifts did I have? Like in that order. So strengths, gifts, skills, and abilities, and then each one of you guys tell me what you guys have down for that. Like what my strengths are. So.
Okay, well.
I can go. Mine aren't in that order, but
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just wrote down as you. Okay. I wrote down as you were talking, so I wrote, you're caring and you're very determined, and I can tell that you enjoy providing for your family, and you are successful at that. You're family-oriented, you're successful, a good mom, and you still have a busy schedule, but still get everything done, and yeah, good mom again.
And I wrote that you're must be very compassionate for caring for your dad, but then also very ambitious to be finishing school, especially with the hectic schedule. And also you have you're persevering to do all of this stuff at once. And then yeah, I wrote down also mom and having the best interest for your children. Yeah.
Good job. Next.
Okay. For my success number 1, I wrote getting into the nursing program at Mercy. I feel like I've been in school forever, and so I had to retake a lot of classes, and it was hard to get my GPA back up, but I did it, so I thought that was pretty good success. And then second is getting married. Obviously, I think it's successful to get married. And we had known each other our whole lives, and he was the older guy I couldn't really have. And we didn't see each other for 10 years, and then started dating right before I moved to Hawaii. And so our relationship was only 6 months long, and we were long distance the whole time, and then we got married right when I got back. And then success number 3 is I lived in Africa, Cambodia, and Thailand, and making an impact on the lives of the people I met. We helped tons of people in need. I made really good relationships with those people, and I think the experience I had was successful and meant a lot to who I am today. My most successful experience was the second time, or when I went back to Thailand, I did a primary health school, and so we were the doctors for people in remote villages who had never had health care. So the success was that I made a big impact on helping to in healthcare with the people of Cambodia, and many lives were saved because of that. One success during the past few weeks was getting good grades on my first couple of exams this semester. And one anticipated success for the next few weeks is still, I hope to get good grades on the rest of the exams for this semester.
That was good. I just thought that you obviously really care about school, and you're obviously very adventurous, and you have, I don't know, like that bone in you that you want to go do things and impact others and experience the world, and you are probably have like rich knowledge of culture and very compassionate, and obviously you, had this fairy tale romance that led you to get married. And yeah, like I said, you like to make an impact on others and help them in any way that you can, which is awesome.
Thank you.
So I said that you're a strong woman, and then compassionate for helping people, which being at Mercy you probably should be. So that's really good. And then that your life is in order. You got married, maybe have kids soon, and then you're determined because you want to get school done. I heard you say that you been doing it for a long time, so you're like ready to be done with it. I know.
Yes. Thanks.
I think we're all in that boat about wanting to get done with school.
Yeah, I feel like it never ends.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go. Mine are not nearly as good as you guys. You are more experienced than me. Okay. Well, let's see. One of my successes was that I've got on the dean's list this summer, which was a first for me. I said that's important because I worked hard for it, and it requires a lot of time to get good grades. Another one of my successes I wrote was becoming independent and moving and living on my own in a new city here in Des Moines. I guess that's something I've always wanted to do. I grew up in a small town and had, everyone I knew around me, and I've always wanted to kind of go off on my own and get involved and just be more independent. Another success for me is that I found a church here in Des Moines that I really love. I don't know, I felt like on my heart that it was something I wanted to do, and it kind of took me a while to find a church that suited me, but I'm happy with the church I found, so that's a success. So my most successful experience, I would say, is getting into the cardiac sonography program at Mercy. It's pretty competitive, and it's something I really wanted to do, so I'm glad it all worked out. Okay, one success during the past few weeks, I ran 5 miles, like without stopping, which is something I never thought I could do, and it takes a lot of time and dedication to get your body conditioned to that state, I guess. And then just, something in the future I would like to try to run a half marathon this spring. So, yeah, that's all.
Well, I put down that you are very successful. I know we're doing success, but you're successful with getting into that program. You're determined to do that. Very hardworking. You said you became independent. That's a success. That's a good skill to have, is becoming independent. And then you're passionate for what you're doing and running all that. And you have fun with life.
And I had great student, hardworking, independent, mature, stepping out of comfort zone, getting into a hard program, school being very important to you, again, determination, and you have the right mindset.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're done with that, we'll do our team, step 3. As a team, spend some time discussing your reactions and experience. What thoughts and feelings were stimulated by the experience, and how did each of you respond to the impact of giving and receiving positive feedback? In some ways, you were giving and receiving gifts from each other. What did it cost you to do so? Why don't we do this more often within the team we are a part of? In what ways was your team's climate?
It's an intense question.
Yeah. Well, obviously it feels really good. I mean, sometimes, we don't always talk about our successes because we don't want to, brag, or we think it's boastful or for whatever reason, but I don't know, I think it's also a good thing to share your praises with each other, and yeah, not to be like modest or anything, but I mean, positive feedback is good, and then you can build from there because of what back to you and have feedback. I mean, you can just build on it. You can only go up from there. So
I agree, and I think having people like on your team also helps, like, help push you more in the right direction, especially when you're hearing positive feedback from all your successes. It just helps with that, I think.
yeah.
And it's super nice to have, like, I don't know, people affirm you and like what you do, because usually, people aren't very like out there like, oh, I did this. So it's nice to like talk about and actually be recognized.
Yeah, absolutely.
It helps put trust in people too, I think. That was one of our climates, is our trust, and I think that helps put trust in people, telling them your successes, and that way, like I said, they're there to be with you. They're not there to, downgrade you and anything.
And I think that if we, it says why don't we do this more often, but I think if we did do it more often, maybe we would learn not just about like in this class, for example, but just like in everyday life, you might learn something about somebody that you didn't know, and maybe before you didn't like them or you didn't think you had anything in common with them, but if you like, share your things like, oh, you love to travel or you like to go to this school, you might learn something about each other that makes you have something in common, which you might have thought you never did,
Right.
Yeah. And then, like, if you did that, it'd be cool because you know how sometimes when you don't know someone, it's just like small talk and meaningless conversation, kind of. If you did that, you'd like actually have a real conversation with them, and it'd be more in depth and stuff like that.
Right. And it says, what did it cost you to do so? It didn't cost anything. It just costs us our time. We need to take time to like listen to each other, and I think that's what helps us with our speech class, is that we take time to listen to each other too. And if we don't have time to do that, then that's the only thing it's costing us, is our time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay.
I think that's all we have to do.
That was quick.
I know. I think it's because we talk fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I think all we have to do now is like our reflection paper, and I'll upload this picture or this video. Hopefully I can do it off my Mac. I'm hoping. So we'll see.
Yeah. If for some reason you can't, I wonder, like, once you click end the broadcast, if we can all see it. If for some reason it doesn't work for you, I'll try and upload it too.
Okay, yeah. When I push stop broadcast, do I just go in and upload it to, like, in
Yeah.
Helios?
Well, what I did, like, on our little, like, 2-minute talk we had to do, all I did was send him the link, and then he said that was perfect, so.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I think there might be, yeah.
Okay. All right, girls. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.